Yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. This is Shanmugaraj. As I promised earlier, I'm planning to put up some good videos on project management from PMI standards and agile videos from agile coaching, Scrum Master and product owner perspective. Right. So today we're going to continue on a Scrum topic. Essentially, we're going to discuss roles in Scrum. Right. So let's get video started. There are essentially three roles a Scrum team is consist of. The one is the product owner, who is the boss of the product, who take the decision about the product. The Scrum Master, who owns the process, who facilitates, who protects the team, who establishes the Scrum. The third is the development team itself, right? Right. This is a pictorial representation of a Scrum team. Look at that. There is a Scrum Master who manages the Scrum process. The product owner who manages the product backlog and who optimizes the value of the product. And there are team members like business analysts, development people, QA, architects, right? And then there are people outside this company, business owners, end users. So these are the outside the Scrum team, right? So people who are in part of Scrum team is only three roles are there: only product owner, Scrum Master, and development team, right? Let's see one by one. Who is the product owner? What he or she does it? What are their roles and responsibilities? I took this idea from Scrum Guide only. That is more clinical than anything else. It gives a very nice idea about each role as defined by Ken and Jeff by themselves. The product owner is accountable for maximizing the value. They're not talking about building the product here. They're talking about maximizing the value. How they maximize the value? Select the right set of requirements, select the right set of user stories, deliver them early. That is about maximizing the value, right? The product owner is also accountable for effective product backlog management, right? The outcome is the maximizing the value. What are the things you have to do as part of the process or as part of your behavior, right? As part of the role is that product backlog management. He says is accountable for effective product backlog management. It's not about ordinary product backlog management. It's about effectively manage that. How do you effectively manage the product backlog? Developing and explicitly communicating the product goal. You need to set up the vision first. And then creating and clearly communicating the product backlog item. It can be epics, it can be features, it can be user stories. Ordering the product backlog item, nothing but ranking your user stories. That is one of the important steps for maximizing the value. Ensuring that product backlog is transparent, visible, and understood. See how clearly they're saying, right? You are not only developing it, you are explicitly communicating it. The product goal as well as the product backlog item. That makes a lot of difference, right? Creating is different and communicating is different. You have to do both effectively. And then ranking it. And then make it visible to everyone. Ensure that everybody understood it. Right? The product owner may do the above work or may delegate it, right? But finally the person is accountable for all the activities. These are the areas the product owner should focus on. We discussed about maximizing the value. We talked about creating and communicating the roadmap and vision and everything. In addition to that, the product owner should own a hat of collaboration. He has to collaborate with stakeholders like customers, business users, development team, right? That person needs to be an excellent communicator. The fourth area, the person should be comfortable with the market expectations. You should be able to build personas data, exposing increments to the users, right? So he should understand the market, he should understand the pulse of the market, he understand the different personas of the market, right? The final one is the person should be able to explain the features and UX. This we already discussed. This picture talks about, I want to talk about only two areas here, other areas we already discussed. The person need to define the vision, and the product owner should be anticipating client needs. That's very important. He should be, or she should be able to identify and anticipate the needs, untold needs. Yeah, that's very important. Creating a customer journey, right? Have a deep knowledge of the market, right? Understand and anticipate the client needs to manage the development process. Very, very important. Anticipating the client needs is very, very important quality of it. Other things we already discussed in previous slides is very, very important. Product owner should be capable of or built skill, in terms of anticipating client needs, right? So let's come to a Scrum Master. Who is a Scrum Master? Scrum Master is like an orchestra conductor, guiding a group of individuals to create something that no one of them could create alone. Right? A Scrum Master is kind of a lubricant in an internal combustion engine, right? How that lubricant flows into every part of an engine. That's how the Scrum Master flows, works with everyone and every event of the Scrum. Alright? And who is a Scrum Master? As per the Scrum guide, the Scrum Master is accountable. They're using the word accountable for establishing the Scrum. He is the person who established the Scrum as defined in the Scrum guide. You don't need anything else to know other than Scrum guide. It's nicely, very nicely explained by Gunn and Jeff by themselves. How do they do it? How do they establish the Scrum? Helping them understand the Scrum theory and practice both in the team as well as the organization, right? How do you establish the Scrum? You need to help them with the Scrum practices and theories. The Scrum Master is accountable for Scrum team's effectiveness. It's very, very important. Team is producing a shippable software at every sprint, every iteration. That is where you are heart of the Scrum, as for Jeff. How do they increase the effectiveness? They do by this enabling Scrum team to improve its practices. The Scrum Masters are true servant leaders who serve the team and the organization. Right? What are the ways the Scrum Master serves the Scrum team? Coaching the team members, helping the team member focus on the sprint goals, or creating a high value increments, working software that meets the definition of done. See how clearly they are articulating different words here. As a Scrum Master, you need to coach in self-management and cross-functionality. You need to help the team on focusing on building a right set of value increments that meets the definition of done. Right? And removal of impediments. Very, very important role of a Scrum Master. Ensuring that all the Scrum events takes place are positive, productive, and kept within the time box. That's very, very important. See how cleverly they're using it. All the Scrum events need to be positive, productive, and kept within the time box. Right? What are the ways Scrum Master serving the product owner? Helping with the techniques of effective product backlog management. Something like MASPO, Kano, right? Multi-level planning. Helping them with that. Helping Scrum team understand the product backlog items. Right? Collaborate with the team. Help the product owner that team is understanding all the user stories and epics. Helping them establish an empirical product planning. multi-level planning, right? Starting with the product vision, building a roadmap, building a release planning, and do a sprint planning, right? Entire product planning, right? Is very important. Facilitating the stakeholder collaboration. How the Scrum Master serves the organization. Leading, training, and coaching. Planning and advising as Scrum implementations. Removing the barriers. Helping the stakeholders and employees by building an empirical approach, right? How do you build an empirical approach? By building a transparent system, by building an inspection adoption in your Scrum events, right? At high level, Scrum Master encourages the team members, facilitate the teams and other meetings, collaborations, reflecting in the retrospectives, learning and sharing with them, continuous, improvement, rewarding them, protecting from the team from the impediments and other distractions, right? So third role is a development team, right? So far we discussed our product owner and Scrum Master. How the developer should behave, right? What are they responsible for? The development team committed to create a useful environment, which is a working software. The team is responsible for sprint backlog. Team is responsible for instilling the quality by adhering to the definition of 10. They have to adopt their plan and every day toward the sprint goal, holding each other accountable as professionals, right? Why they are saying us accountable for holding each other? Because everybody is cross-functional. Everybody knows little bit of most of the skills available. Helping each other, holding each other accountable, right? Is very, very important. They clearly, that critically they're using certain excellent words like, committed to creating a useful increment, right? Useful increment, nothing but your value of a delivery. They're not talking about a product here. They're talking about, it's not about building a software, it's about delivering a value, maximizing the value, right? The product owner helps to maximize, the developers helps to produce that same value, expected values. They are the owners of sprint backlog. They are the owners of definition of time. They are the owners of sprint goal, right? What are the aspects, parameters, the culture I have the development teams? They are self-organized. They are cross-functional. They are skilled in whatever is needed. No sub-teams. What is the difference between a titled managed team and self-organizing teams? They take initiatives. They don't wait for directions. They focus on team contributions. They concentrate on solutions. They cooperate. They never compete. They continuously improve. They never stop at the preset goals. Take steps to prevent emergencies. They are preventive than reactive. Right? So this is a very funny slide on the differentiate between the Scrum team and other people. Right? This is a funny conversation between a ham and chicken. Chicken is asking, pig, can we open a restaurant? Ham is, pig is telling, I don't know what to call. Chicken is saying, how about ham and eggs? Pig is saying, no thanks. I will be committed, but you are not. You will be only involved. Right? That's how it is. The Scrum Masters and product owners and Scrum team are known as pigs because they are committed to the sprint goals. Other stakeholders who are involved but they are not dedicated to. They are not dedicated to the projects. They are known as chickens. Right? So those people will attend our daily meeting as observers. Right? I would like to end with a quote from Bill Jackson, who is one of the successful NBA coach in US. The strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team. Right? So hope you got a very good idea about the Scrum roles. right? So let's look at further videos on Scrum artifacts and events in upcoming videos, right? Thanks a lot. Bye bye.